There are moments in life when silence is far more powerful than words. You see, knowing when to speak and when to remain quiet is not just about holding back. It's a refined skill, a discipline, and a clear sign of wisdom. There are situations where even the kindest or most logical words can inadvertently worsen a situation, and that's when choosing silence becomes your greatest asset, a trusted ally in navigating life's complexities. Imagine a room where tension hangs, so thick that every word seems capable of sparking a raging fire. In such charged moments, speaking up can sometimes intensify the chaos rather than soothe it. When someone hurls criticism at you in anger, your natural impulse might be to defend yourself, to set the record straight, or to launch a counter-argument. But think about it. When emotions are running high, rational thought is often overshadowed by raw feeling. The angry words you hear are like fuel for a fire that's already burning out of control. Take a moment to reflect on this. When your mind is clouded by intense emotion, both yours and the other person's, there's little room left for understanding or compromise. Responding immediately may only serve to escalate the conflict, making it harder for anyone to listen or truly grasp the heart of the matter. In these situations, silence isn't a sign of weakness or indifference. Rather, it's a powerful pause that allows emotions to settle, creating space for calm and clarity to emerge. How the art of silence can protect your inner peace, sharpen your clarity of thought, and ultimately earn you genuine respect. Whether you're dealing with harsh criticism, caught up in overwhelming excitement, or facing deliberate provocation, learning when to speak, and equally, when to hold your tongue, can transform your relationships and the course of your life. Managing heated criticism. Let's start with a situation many of us have experienced. Imagine you're in a meeting when a colleague, frustrated and angry, launches a barrage of criticisms at you. Your natural reaction might be to defend yourself, to explain your side, or even to retaliate with equally sharp words. But consider this: when emotions run high, reason and logic take a back seat, and any reply might only add fuel to the fire. I recall an instance from early in my career. A coworker, overwhelmed by a misunderstanding, stormed into our shared workspace and began venting all his frustrations. Instead of matching his anger, I chose to remain silent. I listened, really listened, to every word he said. Over time, his anger waned, and when the moment of quiet had come, we could talk calmly. That silence not only diffused the immediate tension, but also laid the groundwork for a sincere conversation later, allowing us to clear up misunderstandings without leaving lingering resentment. Silence in the midst of heated criticism gives both parties the time and space needed to cool off, leading to more thoughtful and effective communication later. Taming overwhelming excitement. Now imagine a different scenario. You're riding a wave of excitement, filled with energy and bursting with ideas. You're at a networking event or a creative workshop, and you feel as if nothing can stop you. In that moment, it's tempting to voice every thought, to make grand promises, and to commit to projects with unbridled enthusiasm. I once met a young entrepreneur who, after attending an inspiring seminar, declared he would launch a new business, volunteer for every community project, and learn multiple new skills, all within the next few months. His energy was contagious, yet his impulsive commitments soon became a source of overwhelming stress. He discovered that his excitement had led him to overpromise and underdeliver. Reflecting on his experience, he later told me that a pause, a moment of silence, would have allowed him to prioritize and manage his true capabilities better. When riding high on excitement, silence allows you to temper your enthusiasm with realistic planning, preventing burnout and ensuring you keep your commitments. Speaking only when informed. In today's fast-paced world, there's an ever-present pressure to respond immediately, even when we don't have all the facts. Jumping into conversations with partial knowledge can lead to misunderstandings and conflicts that could have been avoided. If we had taken a moment to listen first, I remember a business meeting where a team member eagerly offered solutions to a problem without having gathered all the necessary details. His well-meaning input ended up creating confusion and wasted valuable time as we had to backtrack to clarify the situation. When he later reflected on this, he realized that a brief moment of silence to listen and ask the right questions would have led to a much more productive discussion. Being silent until you're fully informed is not about withholding your ideas permanently. It's about ensuring that when you do speak, your words are grounded in understanding and accuracy. The art of listening in personal moments. Sometimes the most powerful gift you can give to someone in distress is your undivided attention, delivered in silence. When a friend or loved one opens up about personal struggles, the instinct is often to jump in with advice. However, many times what they truly need is simply to be heard. I once spent an afternoon with a dear friend who was sharing his deepest fears and vulnerabilities. In that moment, I resisted the urge to interject with my own opinions or quick fixes. Instead, I sat with him quietly, nodding and offering gentle eye contact. That silent presence conveyed empathy and allowed him to process his thoughts without feeling rushed. Later, he expressed how profoundly comforting it was to know someone was there, simply listening without judgment. Silence in personal conversations can validate the speaker's feelings, offering a form of emotional support that words might disrupt. Making thoughtful decisions. Major decisions in life, whether they're career moves, personal commitments, or financial investments, demand careful reflection. Often the rush to express your thoughts can lead to decisions made in haste, driven by impulse rather than reason. Think about that pivotal moment when you're on the brink of a life-changing choice. In these instances, a pause, a deliberate moment of silence, can help you weigh the pros and cons. Listen to your inner voice and gather all the necessary information. I recall a time when I was offered a promising business opportunity. The initial excitement was overwhelming, and I almost committed on impulse. Instead, I chose to take a step back and reflect. That moment of silence allowed me to see hidden risks and ultimately steer clear of a decision that could have led to long-term regret. Pausing to reflect in silence before making big decisions can lead to more considered, informed choices and help you avoid the pitfalls of impulsivity. Embracing quiet in the presence of mentors. When you're in the company of someone who has achieved what you aspire to, there's a unique kind of respect that comes from quiet observation. The true value in these moments lies in absorbing the wisdom that isn't always spoken aloud. I vividly remember the early days of my career, when I had the opportunity to work with a highly respected mentor. Instead of constantly interjecting or trying to impress, him with my ideas, I chose to listen intently. His advice wasn't just in his words. It was in the way he conducted himself, the calmness in his demeanor, and the wisdom that shone through his actions. That quiet time allowed me to learn invaluable lessons that have shaped my approach to challenges and success. In the presence of wisdom, silence is a form of respect. It opens the door to learning and self-improvement by letting you absorb lessons from those who have walked the path before you. Disarming provocation with calm. Provocations can trigger an immediate defensive reaction. Whether it's a spiteful remark from a stranger or a personal attack. From someone close, the impulse to respond with anger is strong. Yet by choosing silence, you can disarm the situation and maintain your dignity. I once observed a friend facing relentless provocations at work from a rival who thrived on creating conflict. Every time his rival tried to bait him, our friend practiced silence. He refused to engage, and gradually, his calm demeanor began to deflate the provocateur's aggression. Without the expected reaction to feed off, the instigator's power diminished, and the environment became noticeably more peaceful. When provoked, silence can be your strongest defense. It prevents escalation and reflects back the negativity, forcing the other party to reassess their behavior. The quiet moment of clarity. Beyond external conflicts, silence is essential for connecting with your inner self. In our busy lives, filled with constant chatter and digital noise, finding moments of quiet can be transformative. Every day, I set aside time, even if it's just a few minutes, to sit in silence. Whether it's during a morning walk, a quiet moment before bed, or a pause between meetings, these moments allow me to clear my mind, process my experiences, and reconnect with my inner voice. It's during these periods of quiet reflection that I often find innovative solutions to problems, renewed energy to face challenges, and the clarity to navigate life's complexities. Embracing silence daily isn't about isolation. It's about cultivating an inner sanctuary where clarity, creativity, and calm can thrive. Silence in the digital age. In our modern era, social media and constant connectivity often demand an immediate response. The digital world is filled with opinions, debates, and the pressure to react instantly. However, the same principles of silence apply, even more so in this fast-paced environment. When you're scrolling through your feed and come across inflammatory comments or sensational headlines, take a moment to pause. Instead of contributing to the noise, choose to reflect. By not engaging impulsively, you maintain your mental clarity and avoid getting sucked into unproductive online conflicts. In doing so, you not only preserve your own peace, but also set a positive example for others who might be tempted to join the fray. In the digital age, practicing silence can help you dodge the pitfalls of reactive behavior, fostering a healthier relationship with technology and social interactions. Bringing it all together, the power of a thoughtful pause. Throughout these diverse situations, from managing criticism to navigating excitement, from learning from mentors to diffusing provocation, the central lesson is clear. Silence is a powerful tool. It's not about suppressing your voice permanently. It's about knowing when to speak, when to listen, and when to let the quiet do the work. When you choose silence, you gain control over your emotions. A thoughtful pause prevents rash decisions. You build credibility. Your words carry more weight when they're informed by careful reflection. You foster deeper connections in personal interactions. Silence invites trust and empathy. You enhance your decision-making. A quiet mind is more capable of discerning the right path forward. Think of silence as your inner reservoir of strength, a place where you can retreat, recharge, and emerge ready to face challenges with clarity and wisdom. The power to choose silence. As we wrap up this exploration of silence, I want to leave you with a simple yet powerful challenge. Next time you find yourself in a situation brimming with emotion, excitement, or provocation, try choosing silence. Instead of reacting immediately, take a deep breath. Pause and allow that quiet moment to guide your response. Reflect on your experiences. Have you ever discovered that a pause, a moment of thoughtful silence, led to a better outcome? I'd love to hear your stories in the comments below. Your insights might help someone else. Find the courage to embrace silence as a strength rather than a weakness. If you found value in this message, please hit the like button, share this video with someone who could use a moment of calm, and subscribe to Mind Aura for more motivational insights. Remember, in a world that often rewards noise and haste, sometimes the bravest act is to simply remain silent. Listen deeply and let your quiet strength speak for itself. Stay mindful, stay strong, and may the power of silence guide you on your journey. And don't forget to take care of your family and loved ones. Cherish those moments, stay motivated, and keep striving for peace and balance every day.